Hi, love bugs. It's Trey Moon Goddess. And before I get started today, I really just wanted to take some time and say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my YouTube channel. Thank you to everyone who's followed me on Twitter, who sends me messages, who DMs me. I really appreciate all of you all for just tuning in. It really means a lot to me. I wanted to take a minute to talk about how YouTube videos will be coming in the future. I have noticed that I receive a lot of my downloads and a lot of my energy during the new moon and the full moon cycle. And so, I will say from now going forward, that will be times where you can expect me to do videos. Sometimes if the spirit hits me in between those cycles, I may do a video, but I'm definitely going to try to commit to doing videos for the new moon and the full moon. And speaking of new moons, we have a Scorpio new moon going on during the Scorpio season. So I was really struck to talk to you all. I have received so much from the spirits today. I did a tarot card reading earlier that I posted on my Twitter page, which is at Trey Moon Goddess. It's also on my blog on kitchenwitch216.com if you want to check that out. And after I posted the reading, I came home and there was just a lot of energy that was saying, hey, you need to get this message out. You need to do these messages. You owe these people a video. You've been promising them a video. And so here it is. So I know that I am in the middle of a video series on love, with a video series culminating on a video on self-love. And I promise that I have not forgotten and that I will get those videos out. However, today's video comes at the special request of one of my clients. She saw the video, like most of you all, that I did about practical magic and clearing out your sacral chakra, and she wanted to know more about just my daily maintenance routine and how do you maintain after you have done that initial release. And so in today's video, I'm going to take you all through the things that I do to kind of keep my energy balanced and keep, positive energy flowing in and clearing out the negative energy that I may come in contact with. I did a brief video about that, and in the video I stated, that energy work is a constant thing, that clearing out of the negative energy is a constant thing. You can't just do one release and think, oh, I'm good. That is just not how this works. And so after you do that release, you feel good, you feel better, but you have to continue to do the work. And so one of the things that I do daily that is a part of the work is meditating. I am fortunate enough to have a meditation room in my house where I have put my altar together, and I've created a quiet space that I can go when I need to meditate. And I realize that everyone doesn't have that. And so my suggestion for you is to I would say modify your schedule. Wake up, early before everybody else in the house is up, or, wait until everyone else goes to bed. And it's all about finding that quiet time where you can hear yourself and where you can also hear from the spirits and the ancestors and the universe. You can't do that with a lot of noise, and it'll cloud, what you're hearing. And so I will always advocate for finding a quiet time and a quiet space to meditate. I will also say that in meditation, no, it's not always sitting in a certain position and, doing all of this. Meditating actually can be laying in your bed and preparing to go to sleep at night, because a lot of times when you do a lot of deep meditation, it will put you right to sleep. So what better place to do it than in the bed? I actually have a bed in my meditation room for that purpose, in case, I need to lay down and meditate right before I go to sleep. And so meditation is key. At one point I was doing it both morning and night because I had a lot of stored stuff in my sacral chakra that I really needed to release. I had a sexual assault. I had molestation. I had a verbal, physical, mental, abusive relationship that, I was clinging on to that energy subconsciously, and I had to release all of that energy from me. And so I was meditating both morning and night to release that energy. Another thing that I did that kind of enhanced me releasing that energy was I started doing stonework. And so I incorporated an amethyst stone about the size of my palm into my meditation. And what I was doing is I was meditating all of that negative energy that I had stored into the stone. And in turn, the amethyst was giving me its power and its energy to help me clear out all of the negative stuff that I had stored. Since then, I have collected several stones that I now work with in meditation. My rose quartz, is I wear this daily. I keep this with me all the time. I love its energy. I have channeled so much into this very tiny stone. And it gives me energy back when I need it. And so I'm always doing work with rose quartz. I am always doing work with crystal quartz because crystal quartz helps me to clear my mind. And so it clears out energy. And so that's just one of the general stones that I work with. I know in my practical magic video, I gave you all a list of stones that are specific to the sacral chakra, and the reason that I gave you more than one stone is not every stone works with every person. And so I will say, starting out, if you're just starting out working with stones, that you need to physically go into a location and actually touch the stones. I would not recommend ordering stones off of the internet if you are just starting out, because again, that energy, you need to test it out. You need to pick it up. You need to hold it. You need to see what it feels like. Does it resonate with you? If it does, you may get like a warm feeling in your hand. You may get a warm feeling in your heart chakra. Like you're going to know the stone resonates with you. If it doesn't, like you may want to immediately like drop it. Like you don't like the energy that you get from it. It may be too much. It may not coincide with the energy that you have inside of you. And so you need to figure all of those things out before you start doing work with stones. However, they are great tools to work with. Another tool that I work with a lot is candles. I have 5 candles that are a must on my altar. I keep a white candle burning. That's for positive energy. I keep a red candle burning to the south, and that is for the element of fire. I keep a blue candle burning to the west, and that is for water. I keep a yellow candle burning to the north, and the north candle is dedicated to air. And I keep a green candle burning to the east, and the green candle is dedicated to earth. And those 5 candles are always important to me as I work with the elements to help keep my energy clean. You work with the earth all the time to keep yourself grounded. Water is your emotions. So we're always doing things with elements. And so my candles that are on my altar are a dedication, and they're consecrated to the elements. And I have a whole ritual that I do when it's time for me to replace my candles, so that the elements know that this is for you and I am welcoming you into my space. I also burn candles for specific purposes. If I have a specific energy that I want to release, if I have a specific energy that I am trying to attract, I will work with candles that I have dedicated and consecrated to that particular energy or thing that I want. I work with a lot of oils and candles. I will create an oil. I will use a lot of essential oils on candles to enhance the work that I do with them. I will say this. If you're working with oils and candles, don't rub an essential oil on a candle and immediately light it. Essential oils are made with alcohol, and I'm talking about 200, 190 proof flammable alcohol. So you don't want to light a candle right after you've put some essential oil on a candle. You'll set some shit on fire. I do recommend working with blends more than working with just regular essential oils if you're starting out, because blends usually have some type of carrier oil that will kind of buffer that alcohol that is in an essential oil. However, blends are still flammable. They're just not as flammable as working with a pure essential oil. Speaking of essential oils and oil blends, I work with those as well. You can take an oil blend and put it on your body. Do not put essential oils on your skin. It's too strong for your skin. So please, if you're going to work just with essential oils, at least dilute it in a carrier oil such as sweet almond oil or olive oil or something if you're going to put it on your skin. Coconut oil. I'm sorry, I forgot about my friend coconut oil. But if you're working with spell blends, you can take those spell blends and actually rub it on your skin. And that is a form of maintenance to help the energy that you have in your body just attract more positive energy and release negative energy. I've already went over baths and spiritual baths, and I will say that you don't just have to do a spiritual bath during a release. Those are great maintenance techniques. They are great self-care techniques. So if you have a self-care day, which my day is usually Sunday, you can take a spiritual bath, and it's not even just for cleansing purposes. You can bathe yourself in love. You can bathe yourself in positive energy, and there are spiritual baths that you can do for that. So spiritual baths are not always used just for release purposes. Those are, my big tools that I do. I am going to start incorporating yoga into my practice. I just need to find a personal yoga instructor because I'm embarrassed to go out in front of a group of people and do yoga. So once I find my personal yoga instructor, I will incorporate that into my practice. Something else that is very helpful is exercise. Exercise is going to lift your mood. It is going to increase your positive energy, and you're going to burn off negative energy. And that's just something that some people incorporate into their spiritual practice, is running and exercise, to help them, keep cycling that energy. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I've forgotten? Those are, just my big things that I do. Journaling is another thing that I do, just to clear out energy. And one of the things that I will do with a journal, especially if I have old journals that have old energy in it, especially if it's energy that I want to get rid of, I will destroy the journal specifically by burning. I have a wood burning fireplace in my home, and so I will light a fire and throw the whole journal in there. All that energy needs to be gone. And so that is a good thing that you can do after you have filled a journal with things that you want to release. Set that bitch on fire and send it about its way. But journaling is just a great way to get negative energy out that you come in contact with daily. Just letting your thoughts out of your head and clearing that for positive energy to come in is a great practice. So along with meditating, journaling is one of the things that I highly, highly recommend. And again, those are like, my big things. I may do little things that I don't even consider energy work per se, but it's just things that I've built into, my routine that I can't think of right now to say, hey, this is something you need to do. But again, if you have any questions, if you want further information about a specific stone that you can use, if you want more information just about more specific things that you can do and incorporate as daily maintenance, daily spiritual maintenance, always hit me up on Twitter at Trey Moon Goddess. You can hit me up on my website, kitchenwitch216.com. I answer DMs. I try to be as efficient as possible. The only thing that I will say again is, depending on how deep we're getting into your specific issues, I may request a consultation, and that's just because I need to know more about you and more about your energy, and spend some one-on-one time with you before I give you an answer. So if I ask you to book a consultation, it's not because I'm trying to take your money, or I'm out here just trying to sell myself. I'm really trying to get to know more about you and spend some time with you. And so don't be afraid, or think that I'm, trying to take advantage of you if I ask you to book a consultation. And so on that note, I am going to peace out. I'm about to get me a glass of wine and wind down for the day. So I thank you again for watching. I appreciate you, and deuces.